Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we are going to do, we're going to do a general by element. And we are going to do this bibliomancy style or dictamancy style, all right? So I've got our selection of books here in a list. And I'm going to use my 12-sided dice to determine which books we use for each individual element. And we're going to start with fire, go to earth, then air, then water, okay? So, spirit for the collective. This will be for your sun, your moon, and your rising, okay? For our fire signs, which book do you want us to use today? All right, what was number 6? Ooh, we're going to use a new book, The Green Witch. All right, and this is just all about green witchcraft and little guides and tidbits, okay? That'll be fun. All right, set that one aside. For our earth sign spirit, which book do you want us to use, please and thank you? Options 1 through 12. We are going to be doing our lives in poetry. That's my family's special put together book. That was a bookmark. Isn't that pretty? It's like a little vine. All right. Okay. Let me write that down so I don't forget. Okay, for our air sign spirit, which book are we using today? All right, that is, ooh, interesting. We're going to have some garden stuff going. Plants for dry climates. All right, a big book. Okay, let me stack that up. Write that down. Plants for dry climates. It's more of a garden educational book. And last but certainly not least, our water sign spirit. Which book for our water signs? Option 12. Oh, we are going to do Bibliomancy with our Magical Dog's Companion to Row book. All right. So I'll go ahead and timestamp down below, okay, in the description box. And we'll get started. All right. All right, fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, from the Green Witch book, Spirit, which page should we read from? What's our guidance today? Our confirmation? Anything this book will provide at this time, please and thank you. All right, we have 4, 4, and 6. Oh, lovely. All right. So 4s may be significant, 6 may be significant as well at this time. 446 may be significant, 86 may be significant. I'm feeling 86. All right, page 86. What are we going to learn today? What is this confirmation of? Ooh, we are going to learn about the autumnal equinox. Okay, even though we're finished with that. So maybe there's something significant about the upcoming autumn period, okay, or something about autumn, right, where things die away and prepare for rebirth of the spring, right? As at the vernal equinox, the minutes of day and night are precisely equal at the moment of autumnal equinox. From the summer solstice, the minutes of daylight have slowly decreased, and the minutes of night have increased. Fall is traditionally associated with harvest and thanksgiving for the bounty of the earth, which has been tended from even before plants began to grow. Fall also incorporates themes for sacrifice, loss, and gentle regret. For the precious days of summer have passed, and winter now approaches. Autumn is a time of weighing. What is necessary to keep? What can be left behind as the cycle passes to a time of scarcity? And then you have a fall meditation here. So maybe this will be a good time to do this, okay? Perform this meditation on or around the autumnal equinox or whenever you sense that fall has arrived where you live. So this could also very well be for those in the southern hemisphere right now, okay, literally, or this could just be a fall period of some part of your journey or life going on right now, okay? If this doesn't work for you, try it around the time of year when things are in the middle of a period of fulfillment and harvest and nearing the end of their cycle. Begin the meditation as outlined in the seasonal meditation structure. Interesting. Where is that? Here we go. Ideally, this meditation should be done outside, in your garden, in private, secure spot in a public park, even on your balcony or your patio. If you have access to forests or fields, these two make ideal places to encounter and to tune to the energy of spring. If you choose to meditate in a public place, make sure you are comfortable and feel safe enough to allow yourself the freedom to meditate. If you're concerned about others interfering, go somewhere else or do the meditation in your home. Anything else? Settle yourself comfortably and close your eyes. Visualize a fine green mist rising from the ground and radiating out from all growing things around you. Take 3 slow, deep breaths. Each time you inhale, visualize the mist of verdant green energy flowing into your lungs and spreading through your body, bringing with it the feeling of comfort and relaxation, of oneness with your surroundings. As you exhale, release any tension, stress, or worry you may be feeling. Allow your personal energy to expand slightly so that it merges with the natural green energy around you. Direct your awareness downward into the soil. Allow it to sink deep into the earth, slowly and gently. Do not force your energy, but let it sink and sift through the particles of earth. When you feel comfortable, stop and feel the energy of the soil around you, cradling you and folding you. All right, and at that point you can visualize some seasonal visualization. Okay, so for like this one, it would be for the fall, right? Maybe you might want to envision falling red or orange leaves or something along those lines, or a breeze, okay? When you feel it's time to return to normal consciousness, offer the soil around your awareness a small gift of gratitude. Emotion is energy, after all. Then allow your awareness to slowly rise up through the soil to return to your physical body. After spending time within the earth like this, you'll probably be so relaxed that slow movement will be natural to you. Make sure that you take time to return thoroughly. Do not simply snap yourself back, or you'll be disoriented and your personal energy will be unbalanced. Once your awareness has returned, ground yourself and take 3 deep breaths. Open your eyes and gently move your arms and legs to warm them up and to reaffirm your physical form. Stand up slowly and do a few gentle stretches to loosen up your muscles. And then you can elect to write a summary of your experience in your Green Witch journal, or whatever you do, your log, okay? How did it feel to interact with the earth at this season? Did the interaction teach you anything new? Did you learn anything about your geographic location? Did you pick up any insight from the experience? Write down your thoughts and questions, any visions you may have had, or new understandings you have come to. Make notes on how you feel as this season begins, what the energy of the location you chose felt like. Remember to note the weather too. Once you have reached a place of deep comfort inside the earth, breathe that energy in. Yeah, so it's basically the same thing. We're just continuing fall meditation. Feel the energy of completion and contentment that vibrates in the earth. Reach out into a sense of fullness, the feeling of achievement as it flows through roots and stems. Explore the gentle, slower movement of energy throughout the soil and the roots of the plants as the cycle of producing fruit and seed comes to an end on the surface of the earth. Sense the feelings of contentment, of life, of pleasure and satisfaction, of appreciation and offering that pulse through the land. Remain cradled by the energy of the soil as long as you like, enjoying the feeling of plenty and serenity around you. Finish the meditation as outlined previously that I just mentioned. Very nice. So you have all about the autumnal equinox and a meditation to go with, so that may be applicable to you at this time, fire signs, okay? There you go. Have a good one. All right, our earth signs. Let me just timestamp that real quick. All right. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We'll see what page, which poem, which excerpt, which whatever Spirit wants you to know from our lives in poetry, please. We have the number 9. If you can see that, okay. We have 8 and we have 7. So we have some going down in order here. Degression, descent of some sort. 9, 8, and 7 may be significant at this time. I'm also seeing 17 and 16. Oh no, 15, 16 too, possibly. Yes, okay. Maybe significant at this time. The months of September, August, and July are significant. And I am feeling page... Oh goodness, let's see. Spirit's showing me to add them all up. Okay, but not reduced down to a single number. Okay, so that would be 9 plus 8 is 17. 17 plus 7 is 24. Okay, so page 24. So 24 might be significant. Aww. How sweet. It's actually a painting portrait of two of my cousins when they were very, very, very little. How beautiful. Two little girls in their beautiful dresses. All right, we're going to go read the next section then. The next one is a selection by one of those cousins, by E.E. Cummings. Love is more thicker than forget. Okay. Love is more thicker than forget, more thinner than recall, more seldom than a wave is wet, more frequent than to fail. It is most made and moonly, unless it shall unbe, than all the sea which only is deeper than the sea. Love is less always than to win, less never than alive, less bigger than the least begin, less littler than forgive. It is most sane and sunly, and more it cannot die than all the sky which only is higher than the sky. Oh, lovely. So there may be a deep connection regarding that. You can't forget maybe a past connection that maybe you had a previous connection with, maybe a sibling or something, or someone you considered a sister or a brother, right? That you're looking fondly upon, and maybe it's time to revisit. Okay, there you go. Have a good one. All right, for our air signs, we have Plants for Dry Climates, How to Select, Grow, and Enjoy by Mary Rose Duffield and Warren Jones. So I guess for our Gemini, Libra, and Aquariuses, we'll see what Spirit has to say. This may be just an educational thing, maybe a confirmation. Maybe this is going to be a plant that will be something that will be signs or synchronicities for you. Or maybe this will give you some inspiration to grow, or maybe an herb to work with, or flora to work with, okay? Because I know not everybody's in dry climates, but dry climates usually indicate succulents and things of those nature that are pretty easy to grow and not kill because they can handle really harsh heat climates, okay? So unless you live in, I don't know, a frozen tundra, if you live in the Antarctic, you might have a problem with these. But, all right, Spirit. What page are we working with today? What are we going to learn for our Geminis, Libras, and Aquariuses? Sun, Moon, Rising. Thank you. All right. 11 chose to go all the far way away. Okay. And 10 and 1. Okay, wow. 11, 11, y'all. That might mean something. It's time to manifest, okay? Leveling up quick, perhaps? Okay. Maybe this is next level. All right. 11s, 10s, and 1s may be significant November, October, and January, which is this month. So maybe there's something you can start or continue with or finish off in any of these months. And we'll see what pages we'll start with, see if it starts talking about seeding or growing or what, okay? 21, 22 may be significant. I'm seeing here what feels right. 22. Spirit's having me break down all the ones. Okay, 22. All right, what's on page 22? Okay. Ooh, vegetables. All right. All about vegetable gardens. Okay. There's not much pictures and actions on that, but we'll go ahead and start. Vegetable gardens. This is actually a very good time to start thinking about that, okay? Many gardeners are surprised to discover that arid climates are among the best anywhere for growing vegetables. Irrigated desert valleys produce a huge percentage of the world's vegetable crops, especially in winter. And we're kind of like middle, almost ending winter, right? The word winter emphasizes a very important aspect of vegetable gardening in the warm, arid regions. It's a two-season affair, and winter is often the most productive season. Planting at the right time is the key to success in these regions. The dates to plant your favorite crops are not as clearly defined as in temperate zones. In fact, you will find better off in most cases ignoring any interesting, spring fever planting urges. So maybe, point your finger, try to re-gauge. Okay. An important part of knowing when to plant your garden requires a little understanding about vegetables as plants. Not all vegetables have the same cultural requirements. Some are better adapted to cool weather and can tolerate light freezes, like certain gourds can. You have your winter gourds that do that. Others require warm soil and temperatures to germinate and grow properly. Vegetables are generally divided into two climate categories: cool season and warm season. Hold on, I'm going to flip this a little bit here. All right. Because cool season crops are hardy, frost tolerant, and germinate in cool soil, they're usually planted from late summer to early spring, depending on your climate. Warm season plants will not tolerate frost and need warm temperatures to set and mature fruit. Extreme heat prevents fruit set and reduces plant and fruit quality. When to plant. The following are some planting guidelines for your climate zone, according to the map on pages 2 and 3. So you're going to have to look that up. I'm just going to look at 2 and 3 here, just to give you an idea of what that looks like. And this actually shows you the locations in North America, okay? It's a big book. All right, so you're going to have to look for your region, okay? What the zones are, the climate zones, and it'll tell you all that information as far as on seed packets. That's what the zone means, okay, for you. And it's different anywhere you go. Any seeds I get in the United States have the United States map on them, okay? Keep in mind that climate varies greatly within a zone and from year to year. Your own experiences or those learned from your neighbor, cooperative extension service, botanical garden, or a knowledgeable nursery are invaluable when making planting decisions. There are two main planting periods in the low and middle zones: late summer to winter for cool season crop. And this is planting, not germinating, right? So if you're doing plants that are already par grown, I guess, when they're young, immature plants, okay? Late summer to winter for cool season, and early spring for warm season crops. In the high zone, there's one main planting period: spring to early summer. That's probably because it gets way, way too cold. Okay. So they need to be nicely warm when they're planted. That way you don't shock the roots. That's typically what it is. Okay. Cool season garden. The best time to garden in the low and middle zones is late summer to fall. Cooler temperatures, lower water needs, and fewer pests make it easier to grow plants. This is the prime time to grow a cool season garden. Leaf crops such as lettuce, cabbage, chard, beets, carrots, and turnips from seed. In the milder areas in these zones, you can sometimes grow early maturing summer crops like corn and tomato. Many summer vegetables have trouble setting fruit when night temperatures stay up in the 70s and 80s. The cool but not cold night temperatures of early fall allow plants to come into bloom and set fruit. In the high zone, early frost prevents fall planting in most areas. A late summer cool season crop planting with early maturing varieties can sometimes produce before winter cold takes over. Nice. Warm season garden. Late winter through early spring is the best time to plant warm season vegetables in the low and middle zones. Generally, the lower the elevation, the sooner you can set out plants. The idea is to get plants such as tomatoes, beans, and corn established as soon as possible, so they will bloom and set fruit before the high heat of summer. The fruit will then mature during summer, even though blossoming or fruit may cease. If blooms start setting again when nights cool in fall, these same plants may bear a bonus crop before frost cuts them short. And I've had success with tomatoes like that. I've managed to grow tomatoes starting in February here where I'm at, where it's a little warmer. We don't get frost, lucky us. And then those same plants kept producing tomatoes for like 9, 10 months. Like they went for a long time before they gave up. So there's certain plants that will be year round for you or near year round, all right? Tender young plants require protection from frost. Cover them at night with protective devices. If you don't set out your plants early, the midsummer bounty of vine-ripe vegetables is difficult to achieve. Some crops blossom and set fruit during midsummer heat. The melon and squash group, and a few other heat lovers such as peppers, eggplant, okra, and sweet potatoes, they are usually planted in mid-spring. In the high zone, because of late frosts, a late spring planting date is necessary. Again, put plants out as soon as possible and give them frost protection to stretch the growing season. So I'm just going to leave it there. We could keep going. Next section is just talking about cultural requirements and care anyway, and then goes right into container gardens. So we'll learn more. So if you like this book, comment down below. We'll keep using it. All right, there you go. All right, for our water signs, we got the Doggy Tarot book. We're just going to go ahead and take the book and do Biblio with it. I thought that was pretty clever. Spirit wanted to come up with that. So I figure, since they're pretty quick reads, and there's no cards to pull, whether it's reversed or upright, we're just going to read the whole dang thing, see what resonates for y'all. We're actually going to roll twice, okay? Because they're short reads. Just to be fair, everybody else got a long read. Okay. So for our first one, Spirit, what do you have for our water signs? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. All right, your numbers 9, and 9 again. So 9s may be significant, and 4, okay? Also September and April may be significant as well for you. Those of who you could be dealing with, or those months might be significant in some way. All right. I'm feeling 94. 94 might be significant. That breaks down to a 13. Page 94. We have the Ace of Cups, guys. Okay. That is you. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, sun sign. On this lonely strand, perhaps the very place where life first emerged, we have discovered a place of beginning, where with love and compassion the act of creation unfolds. A great blue sigil adorned with the offerings of the sea and the weathered gray of a driftwood pile marks the bounties of the sea pack. A sand dollar, starfish, coral, shells, and pearls are the emblems of this abundant sea. Intuition and emotion flow like the waters of the ocean. Trust your inner self and heart to find way amongst the crashing waves. Pause for thought in the upright. Keywords: emotional fulfillment, love, friendship, creativity, open your heart, and compassion. You've reached a time of spiritual and emotional fulfillment. Something new is coming your way. You may have a new relationship on the horizon. It's the perfect time for opening your heart to give and receive love, friendship, and compassion. It's also a wonderful time to explore your creative side. Sing, dance, laugh, and be inspired. This could also be a card of new beginnings with self-care as well, okay? Or a renewed sense, okay? It could be a renewed beginning. In the reversed, emotional overload, repression, loss of faith, grief, and unrequited love. Emotions may be overwhelming right now, but try not to let them get the better of you. It's important to remember that all things ebb and flow, and sometimes things change or move away from us. It's okay to feel it and express your feelings. Just don't allow it to take away your well-being. All right, let's get our second one out. You have some sort of new beginning, all right? That may be resonant for you. Or you could be dealing with another water sign. It's possible too. All right, Spirit. Second card, please. All right. We have 11, 3, 5. So the months of March, May, and November may be significant. And I'm feeling... No, Spirit wants me to add up the first 2 dice. Okay, so that is 14, 55. Ooh, 5s may be significant to you at this time as well. 55. All right. On page 55, we have the sun. All right. That may involve a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, okay? A luminous white Hokkaido frolics through a vast field of vibrant flowers as the afternoon sun hangs brilliantly overhead. His coat is a symbol of his strength and purity of spirit. Around his neck a charm fashioned as a rayed sun hangs upon a beaded cord, a reference to optimism and vitality, to honor the bringer of all life. A scarf of scarlet red speaks of the sun's warmth and radiance. The wispy clouds dance about the sun overhead. With their magic, they have conjured the phenomenon of a rainbow sundog, a sign of truth and harmony. Pause for thought. Live your bliss. It's your moment in the sun, you lucky dog. Optimism, pure joy, confidence, success, victory, glory, growth, prosperity, vital energy, warmth, and good times. You have every reason to feel confident and happy, and you radiate that light into the lives of those around you. Whatever you want to accomplish should be met with success. The path ahead is clear. Challenges you've endured have only served to empower you. Now you can revel in confidence, success, and good fortune. So with your Ace of C and the Sun here, your path is clear, right? You've got a path of positivity, of healing and emotion, right? For yourself, as well as a new beginning in something that's going to make you happy, right? Or a renewed sense of a beginning that's going to make you happy. And in the reverse, it could just feeling lack, right? And not being happy, right? So the reversed here, temporary dreariness, not enjoying your success, fleeting setback, fault finding, unappreciative of big blessings. Stop waiting for the other shoe to drop. Life is good right now. Don't look for worries where there are none. After all, every dog has its day. Any negative setbacks at this time will be fleeting, and the sun will chase any shadows away quickly. So, I'm really feeling like this should be self-love oriented, right? Being grateful for your blessings will help raise your vibration. Anything you can do to heal that, right? Not worry, too much. Worry does not change an outcome after all. You do have control over your own healing, however, right? So that could be just the personal message. But if you're dealing with an external energy, for example, you could have a new beginning with a new energy or one that is not going anywhere. And it's an indication to change things up a bit, right? Because it's not making you happy. Or it could be a new beginning with something that does make you happy. Or by ending something, you open the way to be happy, right? Okay. There you go. Hopefully that helps. Have a good one. Bye.